What's up everyone, Adam checking in here. In this video, I'm going to quickly show you a series of exercises you can perform quite easily to open up your hip flexors and release any tightness or tension in your hip flexors. We're going to use some of these tools you see here. However, if you don't have these tools, I'm also going to show you some alternatives. So let's get into it. If you happen to have these tools such as a foam roller, yoga block, and a hip circle or hip band or yoga strap, yoga band, go grab them right now because you're going to need them to perform these hip opening exercises. However, if you don't have these tools, no worries, you can go and grab a pair of stretchy pants and a pillow such as you see here, and I'm going to show you how you can perform these hip opening exercises just using those items as well. Getting into the first exercise and stretching movement to open up your hip flexors, you're going to want to grab a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, it's not an issue. You can easily fold up a pillow or grab any sort of other block and do exactly what I'm about to show you, exactly the same. So here we go with the foam roller. You're going to want to put it on the ground and you want to have it right at your hips. So make sure to note the placement of where I have this roller right now. It's right at the low back, just above your hips. So the first stretch you're going to perform is basically getting your leg up. You can start on either side. I'm going to start on the right. You want to bring your leg up, bring your knee to your chest, and you're going to hang the opposing leg down. And the higher this foam roller, the further off the ground it is, the more difficult this stretch is going to be. The more you're going to feel it. So here now you're just pulling back your leg, pulling it into your chest, and taking several deep breaths. You probably want to hold this from anywhere between 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Just pulling in nice and close. Let this opposing leg hang, and switch sides. Now, an alternative to not using a foam roller or pillow at all, you can just basically cross your leg over. You're going to cross the one leg over the other, so you can see here, just like this. And now you're going to pull yourself. You're going to pull your knee in, just like this. Looking at it from the side, leg one crossed over the other. You're going to loop your hand through, grab the knee, and you want to make sure you're not lifting yourself off the ground. You want to make sure your butt is hitting the ground, so push that down, flatten the back, and pull your leg into your chest. Stretch number 2 is really simple. You actually don't need any of these things. You're basically just going to lay on the ground face down, and you're going to bring your leg up behind your back and just grab it. Exercise number 3, you don't need any of these tools whatsoever. It's really simple and you most likely have seen it before. You're going to be performing a lunging movement which helps open up the hip flexors. So as you can see here, one leg forward, lunging. You don't want to lunge too far and you don't want to sit back too much. So you're kind of at the midway point. You're squeezing the glute muscle on the leg that's down. Your objective here is you want to try and tilt your pelvis underneath. So if you have a Donald Duck butt, that's not going to be helping. It's like a hyperlordosis as well. You want to squeeze the glute, get the butt underneath, and from here you're going to raise the same arm up over and stretch. So it's a lunge with a side bend. Hip flexor stretch number 4 and 5 are both very similar, and they treat and exercise and release the abductors as well as the adductors of your hips. So for this movement, you're going to want a yoga block, or you can use a pillow as you see here. I'm going to quickly show you how you can do it both ways. Using the yoga block is very convenient because you have different sizes that you can work with. As you can see here, lots of different options. So we're going to start using it this way, and my leg is going to be positioned just like that. So you're laying down flat on your back. You put the yoga block right in between. You're positioning your feet together, and I'll show you from the front. This is what it looks like. Feet positioned together, and from here you're laying down and you're squeezing inward. Okay, when you're squeezing in, you're going to feel your muscles actually firing. which is good. And from here, you're just going to put your hands down and go side to side while you squeeze. You're going to want to do this maybe 10 times. If you don't have the yoga block, remember you can use a pillow. Just fold the pillow down. That's the width you're going to work with between the legs. And now squeeze, same movement. And this is a natural way that you can reset your pelvis and strengthen your hip flexors. Now the final exercise to strengthen and stretch and support the overall wellness of your hips is going to be using a band. You can use a hip circle such as you see here. You can use a yoga band, or if you don't have anything like that, just grab a pair of stretchy pants and tie them together around your legs, and you can use that as well. So I'm going to show you both ways. So quickly, you just wrap the band around your legs. You're going to want to put it just above your knees. You can see here, just above the knees. And in the previous exercise, we were pushing in this exercise, we're going to be pushing out. So you can see here my feet are together, and I'm pushing the bands out, and I'm performing the same side-to-side movement. Pushing out, side to side. Again, from the side angle. And you're going to want to perform 10 side-to-sides. Again, if you don't have the hip circle or a yoga band, grab a tight pair of pants, stretchy pants, wrap them around your leg, just the same, tie them off, and tie it pretty tightly just so you don't want it coming undone. And now you see here, same exact movement. I'm separating, and I'm going side to side. From the side. And that's it. Once you've performed these movements, you should have adequately stretched out your hip flexors as well as strengthened your hip flexors and improve your mobility, your flexibility, and your overall day-to-day experience as you move around the world. If you've been dealing with a lot of back pain issues, this is going to help resolve that. Try this in the mornings when you start your day. Spend about 5 minutes doing these movements, and then try them right before bed as well and see if it helps you. Comment down below if it does. Let me know. Hit me up on any of these social platforms. There's also a link in the description below of this video for a fully featured hip flexor opening guide, which you can purchase really cheap. It's actually on sale right now. If you want to have a look at that, I encourage you to do so, and I hope that guide helps you if you do check that out. So thank you for watching this video as always. Hit it with a thumbs up if you found it informative, entertaining. Share it with a friend, add it to your favorites. I'll catch you again in that next one. See ya.